Joining me now, MicroStrategy Chairman Michael Saylor. Michael, I got to tell you, I was struck by that comment made by the Deputy AG, Lisa Monaco, that the Caesar that shows that cryptocurrency is not a safe haven for criminals, despite, quote, a futile attempt to maintain digital anonymity. So here's the thing. We keep hearing from politicians saying we don't like Bitcoin because it's tailor-made for criminals. I guess they were wrong after all, huh?
I think people fear what they don't understand, but as they're becoming educated, they're becoming much more comfortable with this new technology. Bitcoiners have been saying for a long time that, the blockchain's a public ledger, right? Mm-hmm. And because it's public, it's not ideal for any kind of illicit behavior. And I think we have a $3.6 billion example.
Yeah, no, perhaps the best ever. So I was reading yesterday where you said if FASB fixed accounting, if the FDIC update rules for banks and the SEC approved the spot Bitcoin ETF, the price would surge tenfold. So how likely is that to happen and over what time frame?
I think it's something that's going to happen this decade. So I look out over the next 8 years. I think it's inevitable that we will see more regulators embracing the crypto economy and embracing Bitcoin in particular. And when banks can hold it on their balance sheet, you'll see a lot of less expensive credit, and then the selling pressure will decrease, and people won't sell their digital property. And I think the spot ETF will be an on-ramp for tens or hundreds of billions of dollars of capital to flow very easily. Right. And the FASB changes make it a lot easier for publicly traded, gap-oriented companies. So these are catalysts that we can look forward to. But as I said before, I think it's fine the way it is right now. You have an opportunity to buy Bitcoin at a discount before these things get fixed, and it's highly likely they will get fixed in time.
Another potential boost, apparently Russia, I read, making moves to recognize crypto as a form of currency. Your thoughts about that?
If they want to bring it into the public policy framework, protect retail investors, and keep track of the money flows, it sounds kind of like every other government in the world. So no news in that regard, except for the fact that as the regulators provide clarity, their view is this makes it possible for legitimate business activity to take place. I think it's a green light for investors everywhere in the world, especially in Russia, and it's a green light for businesses to embrace Bitcoin in their operations.
So Michael, I ran across an old tweet from you, and I was a little bit surprised to learn you were not always a Bitcoin believer. So is this why you're always so confident that the skeptics ultimately will come around? By the way, you should know I made my first purchase this week.
I'm so proud of you, Charles. We've been expecting you. Everybody's against Bitcoin before.
Too. Thank you.
Yes, you did. Everybody's against Bitcoin before they're for it, because you got to understand it. You got to do the work to figure it out. On September 18th of 2013, I wasn't in favor of it. I didn't understand it. I don't think I needed it. And it was trading at $500 and change, and it had just traded down 20% in the day. It was horrific drawdown. So here we are, 100x from there. I think people understand why they need it better. I think that the uncertainty is much less, and we still have a very brilliant future ahead of us.
Yeah, and my epiphany came at 42,000, but who cares? It's going to 1 million. Michael, thank you so much, my friend. Great stuff. I'm so glad you've been vindicated on just one of many things I think you will be in the future. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for having me, Charles.